What's up, everyone? You got a few people who would like to hear more about my health testimony because I did say that I've had more health experiences in my last video where I talked about it. And yeah, I gotta tell you, man, um, if y'all want to hear it, I'll give you what you want. But I'm gonna tell you now. Um, Ooh, sorry about that. I'm gonna tell you now that these things are not for the faint of heart. Uh, if you're someone who has a weak stomach, um, there's only so much you can take as far as graphic levels. I'm gonna tell you now, this one is not for you. You you better leave now because again, this place you gotta keep in mind. Uh, this is a place of suffering. This is a place of torment. Uh, this is a place of the truly wicked and the downright evil. So obviously, there are things that are going to go on in a place like this that you would think that only a psychopath would be entertained by these things. And I can assure you that's not true because even a psychopath would be running for his life in this place. And there is no escape. Okay, so I'm telling you, it's going to get graphic. So if you can't handle it, I'm sorry. I might have to ask you to leave if you can't handle this type of stuff for your own sake. Just go ahead and exit out. Um, um, so just like the other few times, it, it usually happens when I go to sleep or I experience some type of sleep paralysis. But this particular time, I did not have a sleep paralysis episode. I simply could not move. I mean, wait a minute. Let me rewind that back. I did not have a sleep paralysis episode this time. I just simply had this vision of this place called Hades, aka Hell or Sheol. I got taken to this place again. And getting taken to that place is never a pleasant experience. Because again, like I said, the Most High, he started showing me different portions of hell, the many different dimensions of hell, because people have many different types of sins, and their torment and suffering is measured and weighed by their sins. That's why they have so many different areas of hell. So the place where I was the first time, I started doing research on some of these places that I was seeing, and I started figuring out the names of some of those dimensions of where I believe they were. Like the first time I had a hell experience, um, some people would consider that place the outer darkness. And then there are other people who would consider that place Sheol. Sheol, Sheol. And Sheol is basically a cave for the people. I can't remember what the caves were for. If you ever watched Dante's Inferno, the caves were for heresy and things like that. I think people who betray God. And the second time I saw hell, while I was walking through those rooms and every room looked the same, that was basically limbo or purgatory. And basically purgatory is for people who they're being purified by fire for 1,000 years or something like that. They're being purified of their sins. They have to remain in that place for like 1,000 years or so before they receive judgment. I could be wrong, but that's how I remember it. From what I understand, that's how limbo works. It's like that's like that area of hell. It's like the least frightening, the least threatening. So now this time I actually saw the Valley of Death. And once again, this was unlike anything I've ever seen. Because I'm going to describe this the best way I can. Because physically, a place like this shouldn't exist. But when you're dealing with the spiritual realm, you're going to see a lot of things that shouldn't exist, or you think isn't natural. But these things are actually real. So when I saw the Valley of Death, now the Valley of Death is basically a mountain path that's surrounded by darkness. That's it. It's like a very thin valley or path, and it's just surrounded by it's just nothing else but darkness around it. You can't see anything else but that path. You can see only the mountain path, and that's it. Everything else completely dark. Like for example, I'll try to give you an example. If you ever played that game Final Fantasy VII before, and you reach that area where, when you reach that area where they're crossing mountain paths, and they're being swept away by the wind and stuff, and then all of a sudden it just got dark. It looked just like that. That was what this place looked like. It looked just like that. Again, when they put these images in Hollywood and video games and stuff like that, I always tell people they don't just come up with this stuff out of nowhere. I seriously doubt these people are that creative all the time, man. I seriously doubt it. These people have spiritual knowledge. These people have knowledge of some things, bro. These people are delving into witchcraft, like I always tell people. That's why you never hear them acknowledge the Most High or Jesus. They can't. If they do that, they'll be betraying the stat god, who is Baal, B-A-A-L, the god they worship. They can't betray him, yo. Once they swear that oath, they cannot betray him. They can never pledge allegiance to the Most High or Jesus, ever. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. I saw the Valley of Death. And I don't know how to quite explain this, but I was there on the path, but I wasn't there. I was there in like spirit form, or like I was like a shadow of myself. I wasn't actually there, but I was seeing through my eyes as if I was actually there. And I saw this young guy and this young girl. They were in their 20s. They looked like college kids or something. They were both walking down this path, and I assumed they were boyfriend and girlfriend. They were like walking down this path. They're like laughing, joking around, horseplaying with each other and things like that. It was as if they were completely unaware of their surroundings. Now, I'm seeing all this darkness that's surrounding us, right? And we're on just some kind of weird-ass mountain path. So I'm looking at this guy and this girl. Now, mind you, I don't know where I am. I don't know if this is a dream or what. I didn't know what the heck this place was. Once again, man. Because I still didn't understand spiritual things like that during this time. So I'm wondering what they think is so funny. Why are they playing around? What's wrong with them? Like, do they not see this place? Like, this looks crazy, yo. Like, I must be dreaming. I'm thinking I must be dreaming. So there was like a window image off to my right. Like up, it was like floating up in the air. It was like a screen image, bro. I don't know what the heck, man. I don't know how to describe it. It almost looked like a screen image, like a projector image off to my right, like up in the air. And I could see this guy and the girl still walking down the path in that projector image, but I didn't see myself in it. I only saw them. It was like them in the future. The best way to describe it. It was showing this guy and the girl in the future. They were still walking down the path, on that path, and I wasn't on that path in the future with them. It was just them two. So first I noticed that, and then I noticed how this guy and this girl who's here with me, they don't seem to notice me or see me. So that's why I say it seemed like I was there in like a spirit form or something, or in like a ghost form where they couldn't see me for whatever reason, but I could see them. It was a matter of fact, like I said, it was as if they didn't even see the surroundings around us. I don't know where they thought they were, but this place wasn't pretty. So I had noticed that they could not see me. I turned back to my right. I looked at the projector image again, and they're still walking. This guy and this girl, they're still walking down a path in the future, and they finally reached like a gateway. They reached some type of gateway. It was It was a big old rusty door. It was a real big door. It was old and rusty, bro. It looked almost like a dungeon door. It looked like one of those type of doors. It was real big too, bro. As they approached the gate, right, the gate opened up and they walked inside. And I kid you not, it was like as soon as they passed through that gateway, it was a wrap for them, yo. It was like there was no time wasted. Do you hear me? Yo, when I tell you that there was completely no time wasted, man. It was absolutely nuts. I never seen nothing like this, man. They walked through the gate, right? It was a bunch of demons right there. As soon as the demons saw them, they grabbed him and her. They grabbed the girl, right? And this girl's just screaming. Ah! Yo, she is screaming, bro, loud. They grabbed her and like they had like, I don't know if you saw like one of those witches pots before. They're called cauldrons. They're like those big round mixing pots. They sit about 3, sometimes 4 feet high off the floor. They're real big pots. They look like giant mixing bowls. And they had one of these sitting on the floor, and there was like a boiling hot stew inside of it. I don't know what this was, because I'm not sure if this was water or some kind of liquid, man. It was boiling hot, bro. It was like steaming. They grabbed this girl, bro, and they started shoving her inside of that pot of liquid. And she's like screaming, she's clawing out at them, she's like trying to climb out of the pot. And one of the demons just bust her upside the head, just bang! Like he just popped her right in the head, and she's screaming like, ah! She's like trying to run and stuff. And then another demon, he came flying up, and he had like some kind of spear or something. I don't know what this was. It was like some kind of blunt projectile. He ran up, bro. He stabbed her right in the chest, and she just fell back. And then the other demon, he picked her up and he body slammed her inside the pot, yo, and they started cooking her. Yo, I'm trying to tell you, you don't want to be in that place. Anyway, I saw that happen and I was terrified. I was terrified, man. And then the guy that was with her, I was wondering what happened to him. I had looked to the left. The guy was just, his body was just scattered everywhere. I didn't even see what they did to him. It happened that quick. I never even saw what they did to him. He was just in pieces. All of a sudden. An arm here, a finger there, his head 4 or 5 feet away. I mean, it was he was just everywhere. And I'm just like, damn, like, bro, listen, man, if I was to actually see something like this in real life, I would turn my pants brown. And I don't scare very easily. But this stuff that I was seeing in this place, I'd never seen stuff like this before, yo, not in person. Bro, honestly, man, like the way they did that girl, I never even seen that in a horror movie. That was just beyond my limit right there. I wouldn't want to watch shit like that on TV. It is too creepy. Anyway, back to the story. This one's kind of hard to tell, man, because I was in total shock when I was seeing this stuff. Just remembering this stuff, it still has me in shock. Like, whoa, like, are you serious? Are you serious? And these people playing with their lives, bro? I don't want that to happen to me. I'm scared to go to that place, yo. I'm going to do whatever the Most High instructs me to do. I do not want to be in that place, yo. But yo, anyway, like I said, I had looked off to my left a little bit, and the dude was just in pieces, yo. They shattered his body everywhere. Like I don't know what they did to him. He was just finished. They didn't even allow him to get cooked in the stew like how they did that girl. He was already in pieces. I looked at that, and I didn't want to see anymore. And then next thing you know, one of them grabbed me. He grabbed me by the leg. He started like, he went to go drag me like by my feet. I don't know what these demons were finna do to me, man. But I knew it wasn't nothing good. I immediately, man, I was just like, like, bro, my heart was finna beat out my chest. I was so scared, man. Because I already seen just how crazy it gets. And I was there, and I wasn't even there 5 minutes. I don't even want to imagine what else goes on in this place. One of them grabbed me, he starts dragging me by my feet, and that was when the Most High pulled me up out of there. I was back in my room. I woke up, no sleep paralysis. He was just letting me know that this is what happens to people who are on the valley of death. This is what happens to those people. They experience the worst type of pains and suffering. There's no salvation, there's no rest for them. Like I said, no sooner than they walked through that gateway, bro, there was no time wasted, bro. They didn't even allow them to fully enter the door, bro, before they were on their ass. They immediately grabbed them. It's like, bro, I saw they immediately grabbed them, bro, as soon as they passed the gate. They were getting, like, bro, I think they were going to eat this girl, bro. Those demons, it was 3 of them. It looked like they were finna, I think they were going to cook her and then eat her. That's what I think they planned to do, bro. Because they were adamant about putting her inside of that cauldron and cooking her alive. Well, whatever she was, I don't know, man. And technically, she's dead. I don't know, man. They started cooking this girl right in front of me, bro, and then one of them grabbed me. It scared the hell out of me, bro. When that thing grabbed me and started dragging me by my feet, I was like, oh no, I'm never going to this place. There's no way I'm going to this place. I can't handle it, man. My heart can't take this, man. These people are there for eternity, bro. I'm pretty sure those things that I saw them do, get done to them, are not the only things that were done to them in this place. Because you can't die here. So guess what? That guy that was ripped in pieces all over the floor, eventually his body reforms. And they'll either do that to him again or they'll do something worse to him. They might even bend this guy over and rape him. I'm telling you, man, you do not want to be in that place. Those demons are not nice, yo. They hate humans. Do you hear me? They really do hate humans. They hate you just as much as they hate God. Yo, repent. When you wake up in the morning, you say, Heavenly Father, I thank you. The first thing you do is thank your Heavenly Father. Ask him to teach you. Give you knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Ask him to show you how to be at peace with yourself. Because the last thing you want is to be attacked by those demons, yo. They ripped that guy apart so fast, I didn't even see it happen, bro. These demons are faster than light. You're not getting away from them. If they have to chase you, it's going to be worse. But you wouldn't get away. I doubt you'd get away anyway. They're way too fast. I didn't even know that these things could move that fast. There's a lot of things people don't understand, bro. You don't want to be in that place. Turn back, yo. They were laughing and giggling the whole time they were walking down that path, man. Instead of turning back, they didn't know where they were. And at the time when I had this experience, when I woke up from that, I was just like, what the hell? I didn't understand. I had no understanding of what that was I just saw. I knew it was hell, but I didn't understand what I was looking at. There were things about that I still didn't understand. Like, I didn't understand how this guy and this girl did not seem to see what I saw. I saw the surroundings around us. It was nothing but darkness, yo. The only thing I was able to see was the path we were walking on. It was like some kind of mountain path surrounded by darkness. I didn't understand. They were laughing and giggling and playing around and stuff. I didn't understand what was so funny. But see, what I didn't know was that was more metaphorical. That was God showing me how people live their lives. He was showing me how these people, they don't even know they're in the valley of death. They don't even know they're walking down a valley. They don't know they're walking towards death. As a matter of fact, they are the walking dead. They are the walking dead, man. They don't know it yet. That's what that was. And then I was also wondering, well, how come they couldn't see me? Because that place is not meant for me. That's probably, if I die right now, that's probably not where I'm headed. But that was the Most High showing me what happens to people who head down that path. He was just letting me know, don't commit any more sins, bro, because some sins could lead you to a place like this. That's what he was showing me. You know what I mean? It took time. Over time, I started understanding these things. This kind of knowledge didn't come to me right away. Like I said, back then when these things were happening to me, I didn't understand any of it. It didn't make sense to me, bro. I even had one demon approach me and he told me he was never going to leave me alone. But it was funny because a lot of times they don't reveal their names to you. The only time they'll reveal their name to you is when you're in bondage to them. If you're not in bondage to them, they cannot reveal their name to you. Because a real demon, whatever his name is most likely a name that was given to him. Meaning he wasn't actually born of Lucifer, he was actually a fallen angel. So when they whatever name the Most High gave them, they cannot tell you because the Most High their name has power over them. You probably heard this before. Their name has power over them. If you ever watched that movie, The Conjuring, at the end of the movie, when she figured out what the demon's name was, and she approached him, and she said his name, he immediately turned around in fear. Like I told you, bro. Like, y'all gonna learn today, bro. Hollywood is not what you think it is. They lie to you, they trick you. They make you think these things are not real, but they are. That's how they're able to come up with this crap. They're not just creating these things just out of the pits of their brain, bro. That's BS. Nobody's that creative. Nobody is that creative, man. I don't care how smart you are. You don't just cleverly come up with crap like this over and over and over again, bro. There's no way. As a matter of fact, at the end of that film, they even tell you that it's based on true events. That story is based on true events. And now, it's not that I even believe them. Like I said, I don't deal with belief, but I know that story is based on true events because the stuff that they were showing in that movie are real things. These are real things when it comes to the spiritual realm, bro. It's not fiction, bro. These demons cannot reveal their names to you. A lot of them cannot reveal their names to you, bro. Those are the fallen angels. Their name was given to them. So if they tell you their name, man, that name can be used to shame them for their sins. They don't want to repent. They hate the Most High. I'm going to bring more of this to y'all. I got some more for you. But I'm going to end this one right here. I'll be back with more. Peace out.